Today I got this mini LED projector. I believe it's the RD805 model. They don't always have the model on the box, but it's came from Excel van. I just bought it on eBay, and my dad got one, so I thought I would get one. Now it's only got an 800 by 480 resolution, so it isn't brilliant, but it was only £45, so that was really good. I did see one with a 320 by 240 resolution for £16, but I decided to sort of go in between the two. So we'll have a look. I got the black one. We'll see if it's any sort of decent quality. I probably won't be because of how cheap it is, but I'm sure it'll work okay. Yeah, as you can see, well, I can see it. There's a big a bit of dirt in the lens there. I don't know if it's a chip or a bit of dirt, I'm not sure, but I'm probably going to take it apart and show you inside it, and give it a clean out, because there is little bits and pieces inside it. It also has an antenna socket there, so I'm not sure if that's just analog TV or if it can do digital. Strange that it would have that. I'm not sure why. And it's got HDMI input and your VGA as well, so that's quite good. I got with it a 10 metre HDMI cable because I plan to run it over from the computer, and have it mounted on the headboard on my bed so it points at the roof, so I can play games in bed and then, you know, watch films and that. Another good thing about it is it's got a USB port as well, so you can just plug in a memory stick and play videos on it without having to mess about with HDMI cables, so that's another good feature. That there, cut it off and replace it with a fused plug straight away, or just use a cable that's got a fused plug on it, because if a short circuit or serious fault happens further down from this plug, what's going to happen is it's just going to knock out all the electrics in your house and or cause a fire. I honestly don't know how they're allowed to bundle these cables, because that's not safe, that's dangerous. So you can see a little bit of what's possibly optics damage in there, and if it's optics damage I'll probably be sending it back if it is noticeable in the picture, or it could just be a small piece of plastic or glue stuck to it. I think it's more likely to be optics damage. So you switch it on, you have to wait for the red light to come up, and it should hopefully power up just now. Yeah, there we go. I'll move it to a white wall. Okay, so this is just one of my other YouTube videos. That's just the original HD file of the phone, and it's reasonably good quality. I'm still going to take it apart and have a look inside, but I'm pretty happy with that for what I paid. That's reasonably good. That's pretty good, I'm happy with that. Apart from the possible optics damage in the lens. But the way these projectors work is, it's not a DLP chip, it's actually a very bright light shining through basically just a LCD screen. So now I'm in the process of taking it apart. They didn't even bother to put screws in the middle holes there, I don't think. No, I don't think there's any screws in there. But I was playing about with it on HDMI, and no matter what resolution you seem to set it to, it always seems to cut off the top and the bottom of the picture. But I think that could be my graphics card, because when you test the resolution it seems fine, and then after you've tested it, it just goes back to cutting the top and bottom of the picture off, so I don't know why it's doing that. probably a fault of the computer rather than the projector. So it should just let's see what we have inside. Yeah, so it seems to be quite all integrated inside this plastic piece, so I'm going to have to take that apart, unfortunately. Hopefully not too much. I just want to get the lens out so I can see what's actually wrong with it. Whether it's a piece of plastic or damage to the lens, I just want to confirm that. So here we are, there's the main board, and I reckon that this is just a standard board that they would use in just sort of televisions that are sold in China and the UK, because I did have in the menus when I was looking around sort of like all the options you'd expect to find on a TV. Like with it having an analog tuner, that's sort of like a dead giveaway. It's kind of like they're just using a standard board. We're seeing about maybe unplugging some of the connectors. They're all glued in. Get these out carefully and then see about gaining access to the big grey part where all the projector stuff happens. Those look like the supply cables to the LED, I think. Well, after hitting the lens on the table a few times, whatever that was inside there's cleared out the way, so no damaged optics. But unfortunately there is a small amount of dust inside it, but it's like it's a glued shut and sealed unit, so it'd probably be more hassle than it's worth to take it apart and clean it out really. So the way the projector works is, that's the LED on its heatsink there. The fan is quite noisy, so it may be a possible idea to water cool it maybe. That'd be quite a good idea. And then it goes through sort of it's basically just a mirrored enclosure, and it has a Fresnel lens on the front, and then that goes through an LCD screen, which is right here, and it's just basically an LCD screen with no backlight on it, and then it goes through another Fresnel lens. I think that's for keystone adjustment. I'll just leave it in. I don't think it's worth removing that. It may actually be necessary just to set the focal length right, and then it's right angle mirror, and then out through the lens. Well, that's all sorted out now, and I have windows on my roof. Just need a wireless mouse and keyboard. I'll be able to play Fallout 4 in bed. That'll be quite good. Automatically went to 800 by 600 resolution, but it should be 800 by 480. So I'm going to have to try and work out something. Okay, so for best results, if you go into your control panel, or NVIDIA control panel, if you've got NVIDIA, to get this to work right, you need to make a custom display resolution of 800 by 480. So customize that. Well, it's not letting me do it. I think I'd have to delete it, but you need to select the CVT timing mode when you look at the timings when you go into the menu, because if you don't set the right timing, here bit's missing, but that's it working on 800 by 480, and everything does look nice and big, but at least all the text is readable. If you do not set a custom resolution, then you're going to find it difficult to read text.